Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. This week we've got a beautiful piece of eucalyptus. Now, eucalyptus has always been one of my favourite woods, mainly because of the smell of the leaves. It's absolutely incredible. But one of my friends had a tree come down in his back garden, this big old eucalyptus tree, and he's very kindly gave me some wood out of it. So I'm going to try and make him a bowl in return. Now, I've marked out where I want the bowl to be, because as usual, it won't fit on the lathe in its usual state. So I'm going to get a chainsaw to this and just chop off the edges so we can get it mounted. Now, I've never turned eucalyptus before. Now, eucalyptus, when it dries, it does crack an awful lot, and we get these strange kind of like pip-sized drying areas through the bark, sorry, through the wood. So I'm not sure what this is going to look like. We do have a nasty crack down the centre, which is why I'm not going to attempt a natural edge, because then that crack would be at the bottom, and I don't particularly want to hold the chuck there. So this is going to be the top. We're going to turn the base from here. We'll see how it goes. Let's hopefully we'll do a little bit better than we did last week. Anyway, let's get this ready. It's going to be a little bit out of balance at the start, but then again, everything I seem to shove on is. So we'll sharpen up and get started. Do you know what I've done? I've mounted it upside down. Thinking about too many things. Okay, right. It's going to be a natural edge bowl. This week I said to myself, everything's going to go smoothly. This bowl's going to be perfect. And I've messed up in the first 30 seconds. Hey ho. Right. Now I can't put my hand on my moisture meter right this very second, but I can still feel a lot of the dampness in this piece, which is not really a problem, but it's going to slightly change the approach I'll have with completing this bowl. So I'm going to put an external tenon on it, slightly deeper than this, so I can get a good firm hold on it. And then when I'm happy with the outside, I'll turn it around and we'll turn down the inside, but get it quite thin. And then we're going to let it dry overnight to see what happens. And then sort anything that needs sorting, and fill anything that needs filling. But these holes are very, very natural, and they're part of the beauty of eucalyptus. So I don't really want to fill them if I can avoid it. I know the gentleman that this bowl is going to be given to much prefers things in their natural state, so let's see how it goes. We'll carry on. I'll get this tenner ready. There's one last crack from that initial one we had at the base, but it's going with the grain down there, and the jaws should clamp that shut quite happily. Flashbacks to last week. This tape, if you haven't seen last week's video, is just to give me a visual indication of where these wings are, so I know not to cut this side of it, because I'll lose the bark. I may lose the bark anyway. I mean, this one's lifting, but I'll try and keep it for as long as I can. Right, it's going to sharpen up again before we start the inside. Right, just to give me some breathing space when I'm hogging this out, I'm just going to switch to the hope hollowing tool and work it this way to start taking it out from the centre. Still got quite a lot of thickness on the bowl, so we need to just keep on going down and down. If you're going to leave things overnight to dry, and it's kind of important to try and get all the walls of even thickness so it'll dry evenly, as opposed to starting to warp and do horrible things. These ribbons, they're amazing. I'd love to be able to bring the tool rest down a bit so I can get a better angle. So I'm finishing above the centre, but if I bring it down, then the end of my bowl gouge is going to be hitting off the bed. So I'm kind of stuck doing what I'm doing. We are pretty much there. And this week has gone so much better than last week. We've got a crack all the way through the bottom, fine. Got cracks on the side, that's fine. Well, they're not cracks, they're one of the unique features of eucalyptus, which I'm more than happy to live with. The ones on the bottom, I might have a quick chat with my friend to see what he'd like doing with those. But I think, let's give this a scrape. Let's see how it finishes. A bit of fluff around the holes, that's gone pretty well. I was going to do that scraping on the outside. Right, I think that's excellent progress. I'm going to take a few photographs of this and send it to my friend and ask his opinion. What does he want us to do? If he wants me to fill it, I'll fill it. But if he wants it left natural, then we'll just give it a sand and a finish. But it certainly has charm. There's no question about that.
I had a chat to my friend and he just said, you do what you think is best. So thanks, buddy. You've put all the onus on me to try and get this right. In the end, I decided, because there was a crack all the way through the base, there was a hole all the way through the base, that I was just going to fill it. I'm going to use milliput for the filling because it's far more flexible for this kind of application. So you can see me now just using a Dremel just to try and clean up these holes, to try and get a cleaner fill as possible.
Okay, I'm just going to do a very light scraping on the outside and the inside just to get the bulk of the milliput off. I think we'll do the rest with sanding. Okay, there's a reasonable amount off. We'll see what more we can do with sanding. If I have to go back to scraping, we'll do that, but I prefer to avoid that if possible, because we've lost a little bit of the shape as it's been drying. I'm just going to put a finish on it now. I'm going to use our usual shellac and boiled linseed oil finish. Sure, some pretty wood. I think we've managed to keep enough of the natural features in it to keep its new owner happy. I'll let this sit a couple of seconds, then I'll wipe it down. Right, so there we have it. A rather pretty little eucalyptus bowl. I'm in two minds whether or not I made the right decision about filling these holes. If you've got an opinion on the matter, leave it in the comments below. So I'd love to know what you think. I've got a few more pieces of this, so I do have the opportunity to do other things in the future. So if there's anything you'd like to see, please let me know. But apart from that, thank you very much indeed for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.